start from the Alagbo, various commands that we have in Alagbo. Obviously, a lot of old, dilapidated structures. And of course, we believe that there are so many things that we can do to reform what we have and to redevelop what we have and to ensure interagency collaboration the more. So I wouldn't want to say too much about that, but I'm very sure that in due course Nigerians will see what we will do. But I tell you, it's not going to be business as usual. It's going to be enhancement of efficiency and management of government resources, structural resources, in such a way that Nigeria will be a safer place and people will obviously be happier, for it. And of course, coming to the correctional centers, we realized that, this is the Ikoyi, as you can see. And personally, for me, I've always said it, that urbanization is real. Urbanization has caught up with this facility. This facility, I see no reason why it should still be here. And of course, you can see there's a magistrate court, there's a church there, residential buildings, a lot of commercial structures around. So obviously, in its actual sense, government, we're actually looking into that to see how we can perhaps relocate some of these correctional centers, and Ikoyi being very key in that regard, And do not forget that the law says that you need a buffer zone of about 100 meters. And as you can see, the buffer zone here is almost zero, So, and this is a law-abiding government, so we explore all opportunities and all avenues to make sure that we do what is legally right, and we're able to have custodial centers, that will be real correctional centers in actual deed, and not a place that will be psychologically damaging or that will be psychologically, more like an irritant, So even to the inmates, we want them to come to correctional centers and be transformed. We want them to come to correctional centers and be reformed. We want them to come to correctional centers and be corrected. And we think that the correction, the change of name from prisons, which is a place of incarceration, to correction, which means a place of transformation, should take effect, really. So we don't want to pay lip service to change of name. We want a change of ideology. We want a change of orientation. And of course, we want a change, in terms of our approach of methodology of reformation, so that people will live here. They will see this place as a place of hope. Renewed hope is not just about the strongest. Renewed hope is even about the weakest. Renewed hope is even for people that are here, that they might be here, but trust me, they can be greater and they can achieve all their dreams. We want to cultivate this culture, the culture of excellence, the culture of knowing pretty well that you might start a bit late, but that does not mean you're behind. You can always catch up and you can always be what you want to be. So we want this to be a place of education and a place of transformation. And we believe that with this environment, it's difficult, to achieve that. So, and of course, even security concerns, this is more like, it's with due respect, we see it as more of a security threat, So, and we will do what is right. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is about doing what is right. The president is about correcting the ills. And this government is renewed hope, renewed hope, not in terms of lyrics, but renewed hopes in terms of the actual meaning of the word renewed. This government is a creative government. It's a government that is based on creativity. The E-Gate, Abuja is good to go. I think the D-Wing is good to go. The T2 is good to go. We're working on the E-terminal as we speak. And we're waiting. Very soon the president will commission it. We're good to go. We just want the president to be able to commission that. So, and again, in terms of infrastructure, we're taking it one thing at a time. But let me say this very clearly, and I have to say this. You see, I always say the president became president a year ago. He inherited a lot of issues, a lot of problems. We're not shying away from the problems. But the issue is that we're facing the problems. We will solve the problems. But nevertheless, Nigerians do not expect a problem of 100 years to be sorted completely in 1 year. This correctional center you see here was built in 1955, if I'm not wrong. So know how long that is. Suleja Correctional Center was built in 1820. You know how long that is. Kefi was built in 1820. Suleja was built in 1914. So this tells you how old. So what we inherited, what the president inherited, are accumulated issues. And what the president is trying to do is to say, look, a journey of 1,000,000 miles starts with a single step. It's never too late for us to start. And the president, since the first day in office, has started. And today, we can see some of these reforms. When you get to Kuje Correctional Center, you will see what is happening there. Go to so many other correctional centers, you see, look at our airports, look at even immigration, look at NSC. There are a lot of things that are going on. So I want to assure you that the government is hell-bent. The government is determined to do what we call business unusual. We don't want to do things in the usual way. We want to do things in the unusual way and to change the narrative and bring succor to Nigerians.
Thank you, Minister.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.